Shalom. How are you? Let me start with a surprise. You probably remember me with longer hair, but I cut my hair short. That's my new look. What do you think? This is very convenient for Israeli summer. But anyway, I'm very happy to send you this video and share with you a beautiful project that I started last year. So it took me a while after Corona started to realize that tourism is not present at the moment in Israel. So I decided to turn into a different avenue. I bought a piece of land in the north of Israel, in the area of the Sea of Galilee, in a place called Yavniel, overlooking the Sea of Galilee, a beautiful place, very fertile land. And I started an edible forest there. I planted trees, shrubs, vegetables, all organic. No pesticides are used by me or by my neighbors over there. And it's really a beautiful project. So the orchard is very young. The trees are very young. Some of them are about a year old. And they were only recently planted. They were planted on March 21st, which is the day of equation, the beginning of spring. And they're all doing very, very well. I'm going to send a video for you to see how well they're doing. They're very happy there. I wanted to introduce a concept that is very known in the Jewish tradition. And if you know me, you must know that I'm being very selective about my own way in life, what I would like to continue and what I think it's about time to stop. And but there's a beautiful idea in the Jewish tradition. It's called Shmita. Shmita. It is spelled S-H and then M-I-T-A, some spell it S-H-M-E-E-T-A, and it literally means to loosen the grip. Like, let's say I'm holding my sunglasses now, and then I'm just dropping them very gently, just letting go of something in order to allow it to fall back into its natural state. This is called Shmita. The verb is lishmot, to just drop. And the idea of Shmita with regard to the land here in Israel is a beautiful, progressive, ecological idea. What it basically means is that we do not really own the land. I mean, in a relative sense, obviously, the land is under a person's name, but ultimately, we don't own anything here. We're just guests, we're just visitors. So the idea of Shmita is not to continuously cultivate the land and overexploit it of its minerals, but rather to allow it to rest. And I find this idea so beautiful and so profound. I decided I want to do it in my piece of land. So what it means is that every 6th year, on the 7th year, which is very similar to the 6 days of work and then having the Shabbat or the day of rest, for a whole year, starting with the Jewish New Year that is going to that is going to happen in September, actually September 6th of 2021, this year, in a few months' time. I'm going to just stop all work, all active gardening. Watering is obviously still going to continue, and everything that is going to be needed in order to maintain the health of the trees and everything else that is growing is definitely going to take place, because we don't want the trees to die, obviously. But I'm not going to plant anything new, and I'm not going to do anything like put in any fertilizers. I'm going to do everything in advance, like before September, and just allow things to happen naturally. I don't know what's going to happen because I've never done it before. I never owned any land, but I'm very excited about this whole project, and I want to film it. I want to create a documentary that is going to accompany me and the land in the process of letting go, of allowing things to go back into their natural state, and to just observe and follow the processes that are obviously going to take place. Now, I'm sure it's going to be very obvious and evident how spring is followed by summer, and then after that autumn and winter, and so on and so forth. But even in the micro processes, like what is happening to the ants, what is happening to the other insects, what's happening to the trees and to the other plants, how they shed their leaves and all of that. So this is going to be one project, which is going to be the documentary, probably is going to be called something like When the Earth Rests, or something like that. And I've already found a photographer, a person that really we have the same sort of mind flow with regard to environment and ecology and all of that. So I'm starting to create a team. Another project that I want to make happen before Shmita year comes into being is to have a planting of trees event, or rather events, that will take place and happen with the participation of people that are of this land but are not necessarily Jews. So I would like to have Arabs, Muslim Arabs, come and plant a tree. I would like to have Armenians, Bedouins, Hebrews, and so on and so forth. There are about 12 groups of people. Buddhists, there's a lovely Buddhist community in Israel also, and they're going to be coming and planting their own tree. And then we're going to put a little sign there, and each community is going to have like their own tree representing them. And after that, I'm sure that we can make the space for people to come and learn from the trees, to see how we can all coexist together, just like here where I'm sitting. Different trees of different kinds, all sharing the same space, enjoying the sun and the air and the water and the soil. I think in that respect, trees are great teachers. So this is what I want to create, these two different projects. One is the planting of the trees event by different communities in Israel, Jews, Christians, Armenians, Buddhists, whoever calls this place their home. So we're going to do that before Shmita, which means this will take place right now, June, July, and August. And the other project, which is going to be a longer project and will take place during the year of Shmita, is going to be the filming of the documentary When the Earth Rests. And now my proposition to you, I would like for you to be a participant, to be a supporter, to be a co-founder or a friend, like a friend of the project, and contribute as much as you can. It doesn't matter how much. The idea is to have as many people on board as possible. And of course, you will get short videos, like monthly videos of a few minutes each, to show you how we are progressing and to show you how well the projects are doing. So thank you in advance for being a friend. I know you care about Israel. I know you love Israel. I know you know that this is such a fascinating place and such a complicated place. We know that. We need special people to do special projects over here, and people with great, with visions and stamina, and people that are basically dreamers and visionaries that also have their feet rooted in the ground. So to have wings in order to fly far, but also to have strong legs to be able to withstand all the different difficulties and hardships that we must endure here in this land. So I think these are two beautiful projects. I'm sure you agree. I know you do. Otherwise, I wouldn't approach you. If you got this video, yes, here, see, the bird agrees also. If you got this video, that means that we have a special connection. We either had a meaningful conversation or we traveled in the land together. I'm trying to make this video as personal as possible because I know basically who I'm speaking to. I'm not just sending this video to anyone. I'm sending this video to someone that shared some time together with me here in Israel. That's the common denominator between all the people that are going to get this video. So thank you. Sending you heartfelt wishes, my love and my friendship. You always have a friend in Israel. That's me. Shalom.